Good evening, everyone. I hope that everybody can hear me and see me. If you can, give me a clue. Let me know if you can hear me and see me tonight. I am trying to stream on more than one platform, and I hope that I am successful at it. I won't make everybody wait long because I want to respect your time, but I want to say welcome and thanks so much for joining me tonight as I present something I've been working so hard on these last few months, the Epiphany Code. Tonight I'm going to teach you all how to identify, ignite, and incorporate the mindset that moves your life forward without wasting more days and dollars. Can you all hear me? Okay, I'll go right on. I want to know if you've ever felt like this. You're so tired of not getting things done. You feel like you're faking it every day and that somebody's going to find you out eventually. You're smiling all the time, but on the inside, it's chaos and cursing. And you feel like you just don't even know what's going on with your life most of the time. You just don't even know. You get into these relationships that are not reciprocal or equally yoked. If you've ever felt like this before, if I'm, hitting the nail on the head, just go ahead and say yes in the comments or, drop an emoji or something if I'm on the right track. I'm hoping that everybody can see and hear. I want y'all to stay with me for the next 20 or 30 minutes or so, and I'm going to give you all the tips that I promised. And even though I'm going to make this as entertaining as it can be, the real reason I want you to stick around is because these tips will help you move forward without wasting more time and money. So stick with me to the end. If you're watching this on a replay later on, go ahead and put replay in the comments, because at the end I'm going to share something with you all. And I want to make sure that everybody has a chance to get that. I want to talk about something for a minute here. Because do you know, like between 100 people, or out of 100 people, only 8% of people will reach their goal. That means that 92% or 92 people out of that 100, they never reach their goal. And when I read this, I was just like, wow, because those are high numbers. Those are big numbers for people who are not living their dream, their passions, who are not reaching their goals. Most people experience imposter syndrome. That imposter syndrome is that, oh, I'm a fake, I'm a phony, eventually people are going to find me out. Most people experience that. 70% of people experience imposter syndrome, again, to be exact. Look how big these numbers are so far. And most of our thoughts are negative. Most of them. A whopping 80% of us, I guess, suffer from what I call stinking thinking. But 80% of our thoughts are negative, and we think like 20,000 thoughts a day. And everybody wants to know, why am I here? We all want to know our purpose. We all want to know what we have to offer the world. We all want to know what we're here to do on this earth. Only 5% of people feel that like they truly know their purpose. So most people, they die without feeling like they know their purpose. Most people are not tackling the right issues. They're not dealing with the right things to solve their problems. But tonight, I'm going to give you the code to make sure that you're tackling your right problems and issues so that you are not one of these people stuck in this statistic. These numbers, they always give me pause because in the work that I do, year after year, they don't change very much. This means that people are staying in their pain, and more people seem to be joining these numbers every year. At the end of this training, I want to share with you more about how you can be a person who beats these odds. I hope I'm being helpful so far, and if this is helpful so far, again, give me some hearts, place a comment in the comments like, yes, you're helpful. Give me something. Let me know you all are with me. I want you to imagine something right now. I want you to imagine that you knew exactly what you had to offer in your life or business. That you never felt fake or phony, which would be so freeing. It would be so much freedom, I know. That you stopped wasting time and started those things that you really wanted to do. The new job, the big promotion, opening your own side biz. And that you weren't afraid to take action even if you had failed over and over again. Imagine that you were stronger than your inner critic, or sometimes I call her your inner mean girl, but you were stronger than her. And that inner critic sometimes steals our joy. I know it. I've been there. Imagine that your self-worth was where it needed to be, and you knew exactly what you deserved. That you woke up every day feeling good about yourself and the day ahead, and that you finally saw the results that you've been looking for year after year, program after program, just to be honest. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Carla Nicole. And over the last few years, I've managed to accomplish a lot of my own dreams and goals. And I've done those doing the same stuff that I'm talking about tonight. These same tips, these same techniques, the same inner work that I'm showing you tonight is how I've done this. I'm an Epiphany coach and mentor. I help women to get their aha moments. I've helped women move forward without wasting a lot of time and money, because I know that you want to get in there and you want to do stuff. You want to get it done. You want to get your problem solved. You want to work out the issue. You want to be able to move forward and stop being stuck for so long. I am a best-selling author. My book is titled The Power Within. I'm an MBA holder, and I have almost 5 years of online experience. Other things you see here, that in this past year alone, I've earned 70% more money in just 1 year. And I've helped hundreds of women slay their inner critic, through my programs and boot camps and my book. And then I've had my own features and stuff. But again, I don't want to talk a lot about myself because this is about you tonight, but I did want to take a moment to introduce myself. I want to share with you what some ladies who worked with me have said. And I won't read these whole testimonials because I know they're kind of long. I will paraphrase them for you. So this first one, her unique perspective helped change my destructive inner dialogue and helped me to believe in myself. And again, this will be on a replay, so you all can go back and spend more time where you want to, but I do want to respect people's time tonight. Here's another one. Interacting with a group of like-minded and truly powerful and empowered women caused me to manifest a very positive shift in my life. And the last one, my breakthrough occurred because the exercises and questions were so well thought out and direct that it felt like this was tailor-made for me. So that's a little, I'm done bragging, but I really just wanted you to see that the work that I do can really help you to move forward, beat your inner critic, and reach your own goals. This is the framework for the Epiphany Code. And I promise to tell you how to identify, ignite, and incorporate what you need to move forward without wasting more time and money. It all starts with mindset, but that's not where it ends. So we're about to get into the meat and potatoes of this training tonight. So go ahead and share this training if you know somebody else, it can help. And if you share it, I will send you a worksheet on how to identify your core fear and how to slay that fear. I created this specifically for a new program, but if you share this training out, I will send that to you. Even if you're watching a replay later on, you can share this and get the worksheet too, because I can see who shares it. So nobody will be left out. You can get it too. So what is mindset? Since we're talking about mindset, what is mindset? The really smart people who write the dictionaries, their definition is it's a person's way of thinking and their opinions, or a mental attitude or inclination, or an attitude, disposition, or mood, or the established set of attitudes held by someone. My definition of mindset is it's the way you think and your judgments and opinions that you have. So in other words, your mindset is made up of thoughts and beliefs that determine your actions, determine your reactions, and determine your life decisions. And your mindset is so powerful that it will either keep you stuck or help you move forward. I want to give you some more examples about mindset and how to identify what mindset you're operating in. There are mainly two types. There's a fixed and a growth. So the fixed mindset, as you can see, is you believe you're either good or bad, because that's just who you are, and it's a very pessimistic mindset. The growth mindset is an optimistic mindset. You believe you can be good at anything you want to do because you have the ability to learn and you have the ability to take action. So with those things, your brain and your body, look, you can get where you need to be. Some more examples of these types of mindsets. Let's say the fixed mindset is like you want to always hide yourself. You want to hide what you think are flaws because you think that people are going to judge you or that they'll label you as a failure. But if you have a growth mindset, your flaws are just something else to improve. Does that make sense? A fixed mindset is letting your failure define you versus the growth mindset of failure is just a temporary setback. Something to overcome and do better the next time is a stepping stone to your success. Another example of a fixed mindset is that things are all about the outcome. You're very attached to the outcome. So if you fail, it's like it's the end of the world. And you think that everything you've done before that point is a waste of time. It's just wasted effort, wasted your time. You never should have tried in the first place. Whereas if you have a growth mindset, it's all about the process. It's all about remembering to not put the cart before the horse, set the foundation, and the outcome, you're not as attached to it. So I hope this is making sense so far and that you all are getting a sense of where you are with the whole mindset issue. I want to kind of fun this up a little and play Guess Who, or Can You Guess Who? So I'm going to give you some clues. And as soon as you figure out the person that I'm talking about, place this person's name in the comments. Now, when I give these first two clues, a lot of you are going to know exactly who I'm talking about, probably. But as soon as you figure out, put the clues in, okay? All right, so this person was born into poverty to an unwed teen mother, picked on by classmates because of the clothes they wore, suffered abuse from multiple people starting at the age of 9. Anybody figuring out yet? Ran away from home at the age of 13. Became pregnant at 14, and the baby died shortly after her birth. Was sent away to live with her father. Experienced multiple instances of racism, sexism, and body shaming. Has anybody figured out yet? And some of you, if you have any questions throughout as well, drop them in the comments. I'm going to go and look at those and answer all of your questions tonight. I'm just getting through the presentation tonight, and making sure like I said, get your time, respect you all's time. So are you ready for the big reveal? Who's already figured it out? So if you said Oprah Winfrey, you'd be correct. Now, would you say that Oprah had a fixed or a growth mindset to overcome so much? I mean, we all know growth, right? You fast forward to today, and she had a horrific childhood. It's documented. She talked about it. It's part of her story. But she's been a talk show host. She has her own show. Producer, actor, philanthropist, author, CEO, Emmy Award winner, Academy Award nominee, so much. And then she's a billionaire. So she came from all of that pain, all of that struggle, all of that poverty, all the betrayal, the abandonment to be who she is today. And Oprah will tell you that her mindset is something that was a catalyst for where she is today. Right? So I want to just really talk for a second, because the loudest, most impactful voice that you will hear is the voice in your own head. It's that voice that I call your inner critic. And it doesn't always have to be your inner critic. It can be your inner cheerleader. But for purposes of tonight, we're talking about the inner critic. And in my new program, I will teach you how to beat your inner critic. And we've been together a while now, and I forgot to ask you all this earlier, because first webinar, and I'm a little nervous myself, but I am in Nashville, Tennessee. Where are you all from? Please drop your location in the comments. I'll shout y'all out later. But yeah, where are you all taking time out of your night to join me from tonight? We'll talk all about the program later, but for now, let's move on to tip number 1, which is identify. All right. When I talk about identifying in this type of work, what I mean is taking mental inventory. And taking your mental inventory, that means observing and gathering evidence, right? To see and determine which thoughts and beliefs are keeping you stuck, which thoughts and beliefs are keeping you behind. So on here, I have the black or white thinking. That's kind of the all or nothing. If I don't do it right, I shouldn't have done it at all. If I can't get it right the first time, why even try? There's the negative self-focusing. That's inward-based as well. Nothing goes my way. It's one letdown after another. There's the negative self-talk. I'm a failure. If people knew the real me, they wouldn't like me. I'm flawed. People are going to find me out. I'm fake. I'm phony. And then there's the doom and gloom, is what I call that. Always waiting for the other shoe to drop, the worst case scenario. And of the above, which one of these mindsets can you most identify with? Which one is keeping you stuck where you don't want to be? Think about that for a second. Number 2 is ignite. And I just love the word ignite. It does something for me, energizes me, it kind of pumps me up. And that's what it's supposed to do. Because most people, they're living on autopilot. And I'm not even saying that as a judgment or a negative thing, because I get it, I really do. It's like when you're an adult, you're busy taking care of your family and yourself. You're busy keeping your kids alive. You're busy keeping yourself alive. So you're going to do what you have to do. And if that means, working in this mundane job, doing these boring things, if that's what you have to do, that's what you have to do. And I think that's something to be said for that. Because yes, you still have bills. Yes, you have children. Yes, you have a family. Yes, you have yourself. And that's why you'll never, ever hear me say, quit your job, use your credit cards, refinance your home, work with me. Never will you hear me say things like that. On the flip side of doing what you have to do, you still deserve to be fulfilled and happy, right? Because happiness is desired by all of us. It's a desire by so many, but reached by so few. And we talked about that earlier in the stats. 5% of the people know their purpose. 80%, of negative thoughts. Only 92% people never reach their goal. 70% suffering from imposter syndrome. Yes. So Ignite is about igniting, right? It's about getting out of that habit of just want to be comfortable and truly expressing yourself in your life and your business. It's carrying your story with you, but being proud of your story and how you've overcome, and figuring out your dreams and passions and actually acting on those, incorporating those into your life. And it's important to remember that you are not what you struggled through. We all have a story, we do, but you're not what you struggled through. You're who you are, despite and in spite of those struggles. So that is ignite. Incorporate has become my favorite. Wasn't always my favorite because my own inner critic was beating me down and I was letting my inner critic get the best of me. But this is where you take action. This is where you take action even when you're doubting and second guessing yourself. This is where you don't count yourself out before you even give it a try. This is where you stop dwelling on everything that could go wrong and move through the fear anyways, taking the action. And this is really the spot too where you tell your inner critic to shut up when she's telling you, oh, you're not enough, you're not going to pull this off, you'll never be good enough. You're telling her to shut up and you're plowing through anyway. And incorporation, that includes doing the work, practicing the new belief. Like I said, it's taking action through the fear anyway and reacting differently to situations. Because here's the thing, when your inner critic is still in the show, you're really acting on default. And so that's the last one. Discarding those default attitudes. Are y'all still with me? If you are, give me some hearts, give me some love. And if you are, thank you so much for still sticking here with me. I want you all to know that it's natural for us to want to grow. It's natural to want more out of life. And like we've been talking about all night, it's natural for us to want more, but only a few actually get more. Only a few actually get to where they want to be. But it doesn't have to be like that. I want to help you not be in that number. The person who looks back and say, wow, I never did what I wanted to do. I never was able to reach my dream. And I know I've been hinting at my new program all night because it's going to pull all of this together and then some. And the new program, a lot of you already know the name because I have been talking about it as well over these few weeks, is inner indexing. So in inner indexing, we deal with the inner critic, which are those that negative thoughts process. We'll deal with the inner child, which is the emotional health process. And then we're also going to do a money piece, which is your inner countess, which I love that, activating your inner countess. And as you know, with transformation work, it's hard to go at it alone, especially when you first start out. And for that reason, I'm also not going to give some of my personal attention in this program. And it's a very inexpensive program. I'm just going to say that right now. So me giving of my personal attention is a big thing because you will not find another program at this price point where the coach gives some of their personal attention. So if you want to hear about it, you're still with me. I'll take just a few minutes because we have like 5 to explain the new programs to you. Again, it's called inner indexing. And it looks like the link at the bottom is hidden by the Facebook screen share verbiage, but I'll show you more in a second. It's bit.ly/join-to-index, but we'll get in more into that. But the inner indexing is the only program to quickly move you through your personal and private life without being stuck in what I call what's wrong with me syndrome. And so like I said, the first thing we'll do is we'll deal with the inner critic. And so the inner critic, again, is that voice that says, you can't pull this off. Who's going to listen to you? You don't know what you're talking about. You sound just like everybody else. You're not even ready. You can't make money this way. That's that voice that we're going to slay in this module. And again, if you're watching the replay, hit replay. For y'all who are watching it now, I know I'm going through this, but you will be able to go back and read more into it. And then if you go to the link, you probably can see it better here, bit.ly/join-to-index. You'll get to see even more of it. Module 2, inner child. And the inner child is your voice that says you're not good enough. I know where you come from. I know what you've done. I know how you really think. People are going to find out that you're fake. You'll never be good enough. You'll never figure it out. Something is wrong with you. This voice usually comes from your childhood experiences. And so we're going to deal with that, healing that little girl in module 2. And then the inner counsels. This is where I want you to become more powerful over your money. And your inner counsels is that voice that says, you're gone as far as you can go, sister. You don't deserve that much money. How you gonna get it? Please, people don't make that in a lifetime. Girls like you don't ever reach that level. You just need to keep doing what you've been doing. Don't get your hopes up. Yeah, some people make that, but it ain't gonna be you. So I want in this module for us to prove that voice wrong. For you to go after what you deserve and what you deep down want. There are a couple of bonuses. And one is a secret Facebook group. And the reason why it's secret is because when you're in a secret group, nobody can see who's in the group. They can't even search the group. And I know that this type of work is sometimes very private. I'm a very private person myself, but this type of work is sometimes private, and sometimes people don't want everybody to know what they're doing. And so I get that. I get that some people want to do their thing in private. So, and I'm very introverted, and so I know how it feels to, just feel safe and secure in sharing your story and sharing your pain and sharing even your successes. So I made it secret for that reason. And I want people to feel safe and secure in this group because we're going to cover a lot of stuff and I'm really going to be in there with y'all. So it's okay to keep some things to yourself. Okay. So there's the first bonus. The second one is a interactive journaling workbook that I created just for the course. It has journal prompts in it, of action plans, pages for reflection, and some coloring, or people call them mandala pages. So I put it together just for the group, just so it can give you even more support and accountability that you need so that you can get success for the program. I created this just for you, and because I want to give you all the tools you need for this program, okay? So there's more. Each module is paired with questions and activities that I've used personally with personal coaching clients. I'll give you 3 Q&A sessions live, okay, where I answer your questions, push you to the finish line, and support you. Of course, you get worksheets, homework, assessments, checklists, for your built-in accountability. And because, like I said, this is interactive. So you get these 2 bonuses as well. And you may be thinking, Carla, how much? Okay, how much already? You've been talking about it. Let me know. All right. $47. Yep, $47. And I really do encourage you to go to the page and see, because this program will never, ever, 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 ever be at this price again. I wanted people to be able to get the help they need and work with me for a no-brainer price, actually. And so I'm giving a lot in this because, that's kind of what I do, but I do want people to get the result and be successful, right? Like, if you don't get the result, you're not successful in the program, I don't want your money, right? So it's $47. Go to bit.ly/join to index before the price goes away. So on the sales page, you'll be able to see more testimonials, more about the program, read more about it, and then it's where you can actually join. So again, thanks everybody. It's 7:31. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. Taking the time out of your busy night. I'm glad to say that we made it right at 30 minutes. I won't hold you much longer, but I will go into the group and answer any questions that anybody has. Okay. Thank you so much and good night.